Hello everyone again, welcome to my first stream ever. It's so great in the behind, or I don't really know the process. Okay, anyway, let's start. Where is the GigaChat glasses? Brother, I left it at my studio because I can't see shit. Can I curse? Can I curse here? Will I be banned on YouTube if I curse? Okay, let's start. So we are starting with airbrushing this pre-mixed color. It's basically shade of dark gray. And what we are... Is it visible? Let's see. Can you see it properly? So far, right now it's dark, but oh, and the airbrush is starting to Sorry for that, I don't have any like the sound, how to mitigate this nasty sound. Is it terrible if the airbrush is like doing this sound? Blood for the blood god, yeah brother, blood for the blood god and scalp for the scalp throne. Yeah, right. The beard will filter. Yeah, that's right. No. You are absolutely right when it comes to safety. You should always wear a mask, and I am actually doing it. But I left. This is because I have two studios. One big one where I'm like creating the terrain, where I'm cutting foam. I have a bunch of 3D printers there, so it's for the dirty work. And right now I'm streaming from my home, so I basically cut the part of the living room and remade it for the live streaming. So here on our streams we will be mostly doing like the medium and small pieces of terrain. I would love to show you the big ones, however it's really hard to like show it on camera, but I will make sure to do my research and I'll try to figure something out to show you basically everything, because like terrain making, or what I do, if like where you are like a complete terrain maker, which means that you are doing your stuff, everything from the sculpting, from the digital sculpting in Blender, then printing your terrain or your miniatures, and then like carving stuff from foam, and then like applying Sculptamol and all these things. It's basically not done on one table, if you know what I mean. It's like you are doing so many things, and it's really hard to stay still, or how to say. And that's the same thing about making tutorials, like complete tutorials. You know, on my Patreon so far I have like 3 videos, and the reason for the delay or so, why so few, is because on every project I have about anywhere from 50 to 70 hours of footage. And you need to make a video, like to cut and render the footage, and it takes a lot of time. So yeah, what was the question? I got totally distracted. So I'm babbling everything except what I'm doing. So I'm now how would you say it? Is it like a zenithal priming? No, I'm giving it a light sprays with this mixed medium gray color, and what I'm spraying are the rocks and whole structures. And I forgot, I will also spray this octet here, right? And the chains, even though they will be brass, I will show you a little trick or the technique how to make a brass in 2 steps. I promise, 2 steps. 2 steps from hell. Literally. When doing lava stuff, you can keep it darker. That's my advice, because fire or the light source, the lava, will be the strongest source of light in your terrain piece, and that's gonna be your main how to say it, main point of interest. Yeah. So you will you rather keep it dark. Actually, I'm doing first time this combination of the lava terrain with the brass. I've never done it, so it's gonna be first time. But I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. What is the chat saying? Every plan is good one until you get kicked in the balls. True that, brother. It's like a tattoo machine. The sound is good. Yeah, I agree. That's a good point of view. NVIDIA broadcast some noise cancellation. I'm gonna check it out. Thank you, brother. Kind of lasers goes very well. It's great first stream and the sound quality is fantastic. Thank you, brother. What I would like to improve is the video quality. I would like to figure out how to capture like the whole piece in details without being stressed, the camera not focusing properly. You know what this is? Who can tell me what this is? Quiz time. What is this? Tell me. Audience still waiting for story about toxic red color. Okay, I'll tell a story about when my wife was pregnant. We were expecting our first child, our daughter, our beloved daughter Nina, and back then it was just a hobby, so it wasn't that beneficial for the family, so to say. It was just for my mental health, and it cost a lot of money. As you know, this hobby is expensive. So, as my wife was pregnant, she had heightened sense of smell, you know, and we were constantly bickering about if this hobby is suitable for me and if I have to do it inside because it smells. And I was just doing acryls, it was basic like Citadel colors. And I was trying to explain to her that these colors are absolutely harmless, and acryl is, unless you are breathing it like from the airbrush, it's still safe for the nose. Anyway, unless you're breathing it via airbrush, it's basically harmless. So there was a climax to this debate one day when I got really mad, and to prove her my point, I grabbed almost full flask of corn red, blood for the blood, goodbye, boys, and I drank it. And nothing happened. I'm still here, and for the record, I do not recommend to do it, even though technically it's harmless. Don't be stupid like me. But yeah, that's what I did to prove that my hobby is worth it. Guys, many times we need to fight for our right to do this hobby, but the fight is worth it. Ended right? Alright, we're gonna dry brush now. Dry brush palette, Patrick Datilo, you are absolutely right, brother. It's actually a really easy thing to do and absolutely necessary for everyone, whether you're painting miniatures or doing huge pieces of terrain. There are many kinds of these dry palettes. What I recommend is to grab a piece of foam, cut it to squares, and give it a few nice textures with the rock, you know, and bevel the edges and stuff. Just make it like a good old stonework, and then prime it black, or don't prime it at all. It doesn't matter, and use it as a dry brush palette, because, as you may know, when you're dry brushing and wiping your brush onto the towel, you are getting rid of the moisture, and that's not always good. Even though it's called dry brushing, you still need a little bit of moisture. And here comes the dry palette, where you just smooth your paint, as you can see, and maintain a bit of moisture. So let's go. I'm always like trying first on my glove, because I cannot tell you how many damn times I burned myself, or how to say it, I tricked myself into belief that I wiped sufficient amount of color and what I did is just this huge smudge, but it's repairable always. So give it a few nice light streaks. Make those details pop. After this, oh, it's only 45 minutes in, and we're going nicely, I guess. Time flies when one is having fun, ain't that right? Sick physique, bro. Thank you very much, brother. I'm doing my best to torture my body to the absolute limits. Guys, I work like absolute psychopath, but it's definitely not a good thing. I'm doing almost everything wrong, like no days off, and I'm training like I'm like 18, even though I'm 31. I've never heard of dry brush palette that is so smart. Well, glad I introduced you to this lovely innovation. Give it a try, definitely. You can actually make one from basically anything, even like the sheet of cork. Just make there a few scratches. Just the point is to make a bit of various of texture, and you are good to go. But I recommend doing it out of foam because it looks nice. And sometimes when I'm lazy and I don't want to change papers or just prepare the wet palette, I'm using dry palette as a wet palette because it's not soaking water. It's working pretty good. Sorry, I was off camera. I apologize in front. When I'm working, I have tendencies to zone out to my thoughts. So if I am too long out, I apologize. Let's look what the chat is here. Love your stuff, my dude. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You can miss most, but happy to jump in while it's still live. You, brother, you didn't miss much. Just a few streaks of airbrush. I will try to upload recording or highlights from this. I don't know yet how to do it, but I have tomorrow to play with it. Actually, tomorrow I have competition. Your big boy is running 5 kilometers, and probably this is gonna be sprint, and this is gonna be probably my last. What the fuck? Do you hear it? Airbrush just go off on itself. I think I have a ghost in here. Anyway, so tomorrow, probably last running competition this year. I'm too heavy for that, guys. I hate running. I'm still doing it because probably out of spite. But it's so good for so many things. YouTube will automatically upload the live stream, but it will let you download to edit it further. Yeah, probably I will try to make highlights because I want this channel to grow, and what I observed so far from the videos, sorry, I was off camera, from the videos that you need to upload videos which are engaging for the audience, and so I'll try to do the most. What was I about to say? You see, I forgot. Oh, most interesting parts. So people who actually want to see just the work, they will have it. And I will try to, you know, cut the little clips. All right. I think I am happy with the dry brush. You know this video about this from some Russian sketch where this dude is hitting like piece of metal with a hammer and say like to another guy comes to him and say, Michele, you successfully hit metal 17 times, so you are now proud owner of this photograph of motor car. And then he showed him a picture of car, and the guy said, I am happy. And the other guy said immediately, but property is theft, so you're now under arrest. And they take him and he said, fair enough. It's a funny video, but point is, so I watch it many times. So one morning, I'm on the toilet and, you know, scrolling reels. We all can relate. And I stumbled upon this video. So I decided to watch it because it's my favorite video, right? So I started watching it, and I still wasn't fully awake. And this is absolutely the thing you should not do. It's to grab your phone immediately after you wake up. But, well, I did it. So, anyway. And I'm watching this video, in the middle, it was always the same, just same stuff. And this video suddenly changed. So this guy just told him like, I don't want to hit metal anymore. And it was so out of place because, and I really panicked. For a second, as I was like not fully awake. I thought I clipped into some different reality or I'm tripping because the video suddenly changed. And later I found out that this is a channel which is posting videos of this, like Michele hitting metal every day. You know, these videos, these channels which are posting same video every day. And this guy, after like 54th day, he decided to change the video via AI and make a continuous story of it. And it's bloody amazing. But at first I really freaked out. Alright, guys, so we're done with dry brushing, and now it's time to do the brass trick. Right, so in order to successfully hit metal 17 times or paint brass without further steps. So little question before, how did you, or how you used to paint brass normal? Like you dry brush or you make a base layer of the brass color, then put like a nihilane oxide or any like you know, weathering medium, and then dry brush it again. But you can skip the first step, and I'm going to show you right now. So I have my nihilane oxide, which is basically the best oxide color I ever seen, and apply it directly to the metal pieces. Be generous. Give it a nice few streaks of this. And as you can see, it's already making the oxidative effect. And the trick is that once this is dry, you can start dry brushing it immediately with the brass, and voila, you will have your quick and fast brass effects. And for the record, I think this Nihilak oxide from Games Workshop is the best oxide color, because since it's technical paint, for some bloody miraculous reason, when it's dry you have this specific texture which I never quite seen to replicate any other color. So yeah, I can recommend this one definitely. What will be the next step, you might asking, after I'm done with this oxide effect? We're gonna dry brush it with brass, and we will be pretty much done with the brass. And then we're gonna do the creme de la creme of this project, and that's gonna be lava. And that is gonna make this terrain piece pop. Lava is my favorite thing to do, because it looks bloody amazing. And you know what is good about making lava? It's totally forgiving. You can make it from, you can sculpt it. I used to do it from the hot glue. I used to like squint hot glue and then shape it with the little stick, right, into waves and stuff. But recently I found a better way to do it, and thus is to make it with sculptor mold. You apply the sculptor mold, and then you will smooth it, and then give it nice gloss varnish coating, and voila, you have something that resembles lava. And once you paint it, it's gonna be lava, and it's gonna be pretty convincing. Okay, what do we have? The Michael meme is gold. Yeah, brother. I'll see it if you won't run out of work. This set is gonna be amazing to play with. Yeah, brother. I'm never out of work. I have just so... how to say it? I'm limited by time. I would do so much. But this stuff takes so much time to do. So much time. You cannot just skip immediately to the next project after a few hours. Yeah, this set will be... I'm already in, actually, in this set. Believe or not, I'm already in about 30 hours. And I just started to paint first piece. What have I been doing 30 hours, you may ask? Well, you can see that there are plenty of detail to that on this piece. So yeah, I've been digitally sculpting them, and this is one of the first. As you can see, what is rotating down below on the right, there are the next pieces which we will do on the next piece. So I will be printing this huge hand with the Chaos Octet, and the chains coming down. That's gonna be also on the top of the crumbled structure. Then there will be many these chaos symbols coming out of ground with these screaming faces. I had a blast sculpting it. Let me know if you, not now, but in the future, if you would like to see some sculpting stream, like the beginnings of the project, because this is what totally can do from this studio, and it's gonna be comfortable for me, and the lighting will be better, because sculpting is fun. It may sound, again, intimidating, however, once you have like pre-made brushes with textures and stuff, it's... Well, my Instagram live stream just shut off. Live video on it, why? Just a sec, you saved live videos, your saved live videos are now reels? I've just created an hour-long reel on Instagram by clicking something which I didn't know it's even possible. Oh, sure. No. Let's see. Live in live archive. Okay. I'll turn it on again. I want to see also my Instagram subscribers. What is chat saying? I bet because what is your PP bench? Oh brother, I'm not benching for many years, so I found this exercise counterproductive. I still compete in weighted calisthenics, which is basically pull up with extra weight. And today actually I managed to hit my PB, which is 90 kilogram additional weight. So it's my body weight, which is 90 kilo plus 90 kilo extra, and I managed to put like a proper slow chin above the bar. So yeah, but the bench, sorry for the bragging about other stuff. My bench PR is 220 kilo when I was powerlifting, but I'm not like considered like a valid, because it was from the times where I was really like huge, and I don't know how much this guy helped me. He was saying that not much, but still it's not in competition, so I would not like count it properly. I'll definitely be down for a sculpt stream. Okay, I will do it. Glad to hear that. Let's see how my computer handle it, even though it's new computer, Blender, especially with like high polygon models. It's really like burning on computer life. Okay, right now I'll be almost done with the chains, and we can proceed with the dry brushing. You know what sucks? I forgot airbrush cleaning these little like brushes in the studio, so I need to keep my airbrush, both of my airbrushes in water, so the paint is not dry, will not dry. I always forget something, always forget something. Do you also forget a lot, guys? Don't. Opa. Do you even smoke weed though? No brother, I had to quit. My body turned against it. I started to having hangovers and severe anxiety. But we had good times. But as my brain changed or developed when I hit 27, no weed for me. I could not bear the anxiety. So I had to quit. Can I even talk about it here? Will I be banned? This platform is new to me. I don't know what to say, what can I say or not. All right. Which days I will be streaming? I never mentioned it. I want to stream at least 3 times a week. Next stream, I hope, will be on Monday. I need to assemble another piece till then, but I'm limited by a 3D printer. But if not, and I wouldn't have terrain ready, I have this lovely gentleman here. Do you see? It's the troll. It's the Nurgle Etin, which is basically cursed, double-headed ogre/troll thing. And this lovely gentleman needs a proper base. And I decided one thing, that I'm slowly sculpting and building my Nurgle army for me. I will never play anything with it. It's just for pure joy. Anyway, and this army, I've decided that every single model I will do, I'm making them a scenic base. So the big and like a chunky base with many details and many scenic pieces. For example, just a sec. Here I have a little cute little herald of Nurgle, or the Plague God, and it's little wizard on this huge tall hand base. So if I won't be able to assemble another piece, or the prints are not ready, because as you know 3D printing is unpredictable and can betray you. It may happen that I will not be able to, but worst case scenario, we're gonna make a little terrain for this dude. We're gonna make him a nice scenic base. I will show you how to break and assemble cork pieces, cork bark, for basically how to make a scenic basis. What do you say, guys? So once we are done with the oxidation on the brass, fun part of dry brushing can begin. Now, I forgot to mention, I have to be careful with the application of the. Is it oxidation in English? In my language, it's called oxidacja. So I'm assuming it's the same in English, but anyway, you know what I mean. You need to be careful not to spill it or touch the other pieces of stone, because it's gonna be looking weird. All right. Do you see it properly? I'm curious about recording of this session, if it's uploadable on YouTube, how will be the quality and stuff, because I've decided to shoot videos on YouTube with a better camera on this table, and this camera only used for live streams. All right, so well, I think we are good. Guys, for a second I will turn off the mic, because I will be hair drying this piece, because we don't want to spend our youth in here. Just a sec, I forgot. One section here. Then we do the brass, and then we are jumping straight to the lava, which is the best part. Okay. Let me go manually on mute. I don't know why. I made a hotkey in the Streamlabs for the mute and it's not working. So I had to. Brother, how would you clean up mistakes if able to be saved? There is a whole tier list of the places and occasions and situations where you can make mistake. Soon I'll make a video. You know the tier list videos of various like YouTubers are doing about different stuff. So I'll make a tier list. I have idea in my head to make a hobby tier list. So there will be like a few like processes from the hobby, and then I'm gonna make a mistake tier list because it's a whole new level. You can make a mistake and correct it. Like in this case, you see, I'm sorry here. I made a little blob on his head. Well, I will just over dry brush it, or maybe later pigments. Pigments are the best mistake savers on terrain, but sometimes, as I mentioned, eyes already, like painting eyes, that is problematic because if you fuck up, sorry for the word, you have to do it all over again. For example, I have this little, I'm obsessed with these little mushroom / jester shamans. I'm sculpting them and painting them. It's the biggest joy of my hobby existence. Don't ask me why. My brain works this way. He asked it, and he demands it, and I deliver. And my brain rewards me with dopamine and serotonin, which means basically drive and happiness. So I'm not disputing it. So I have this weird obsession with mushrooms and these mushroom shamans. Anyway, what was the question? I totally forgot, sorry. Hang on a sec. Yeah, this is my vice. I'm not smoker, but I'm like taking this nicotine sucks. This is my, how to say, my vice, yeah. Okay, we have it almost dry. Oh, we were talking about mistakes. I totally got distracted. So, I was talking about this little mushroom wizard, and I'm painting them like all the time, and so some of them are really small, and when I'm like, painting their eyes, you make like a one dot, it's off. Okay, so repaint. So make another layer of the white or green or whatever the retina. Oh, iris is the middle and retina is the other side. I remember the word from the beginning of stream. Anyway, Jesus fuck, I cannot like focus on one topic. Anyway, so do it 5 or 6 times until you're satisfied, and then you realize that you just made like really significant texture with these dots, and now that eye is like this. Yeah. How it's fixable? Well, hardly. I used to take a scalpel and just scrape it off and paint it, but it's almost never like the same. And mistake, for example, when you I was talking about pigments before I got sidetracked. So, for example, I would take like this big brush. I would not do it now because I don't have pigments in my studio, but later I'll show you. So, if you take the brush and, for example, didn't wipe it off from the texture palette enough and make this huge white smudge. It's happening a lot, especially with white, because white has really thick pigment. And you can save it with the pigment powder. For the record, pigment powders are very underrated and is one of the best things. I love oils and pigment powders, and do you know what I love the most in this hobby? It's the pigment powders applied straight to the drying oil. Guys, it's a magic. You know, go and check my latest commission. It's not terrain, but it was like Mordekaiser from League of Legends. And I made him a scenic base, you know, and there's like these shades of green, and this is the olive pigment applied straight after like 10 minutes dried, and it's because you have this powdery effect on the sides, and in the middle the color will blend the pigment with the oil, and it creates like this lovely thing. Cheers, guys! I have water with magnesium here. You feel like a drag brush across the mini. Like if you're painting and sneeze, or your dog beat your leg. Did it happen to me? Well, brother, I need to see it, but usually it's reprime time. All right, so I grab brass from AK Interactive, and we're gonna do the brass. How many times did I say brass during this stream? It's such a lovely word, brass. Imagine brass citadel. You know who I'm talking about? Our Lord and Savior, corn. All right, I have this brush. I believe this is a brush made for dry brushing. How convenient, and it's from Army Painter, I believe. I have it for a long time. There is no specific reason why I chose it. It's available, that's why. Okay, so let's go and dry brush. And this is where magic happens, guys. You can witness it firsthand. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Just apply it everywhere. Yes! God, I love this thing. And the music is really upbeat. This is royalty-free music I got from YouTube. And God bless all those people who made royalty-free music. What do you think about these copyrights and royalties in general? I think they are pretty much draconian. If I'd be like a music... I don't understand music, for the record. I'm absolutely musically deaf. I enjoy music, but don't understand how to do it. If I'd be making music, let's compare it to what I do. I'm sculpting these weird mushroom monsters and plague and nurgly things and trolls, and most of the people don't give a flying shit about it. However, because I'm creating lore to them, I'm making names, and in my head it brings me satisfaction. Anyway, so if some company or some another creator come to me and tell me that they really like it and they want to collab or expand, or let's say Games Workshop comes to me and say, okay, we like your stuff, you created like 7 whole armies and hundreds of pages worth of lore, and we would like to use that in our game. I'll be totally on it, and we're gonna share the revenue. I will definitely not be telling them to give me like I don't know, millions to do it, just to be fair. But as an artist, listen, I never cared for money. The only reason why I am trying to earn money is to support my family. But for myself, I am living absolutely non-materialistic life. I have like a few pieces of clothes. I have like one shoes. The only thing when it comes to like wear or clothes is I'm spending, not to say Bitcoin, but I'm buying expensive running shoes because you need it. It makes a lot of difference. So yeah, this is the only exception where I spend money, but other things I absolutely don't care about, brands or stuff. So yeah, this is the only reason why I'm like trying to earn money and move anywhere to support my family. And to the point what I was trying to say, if someone wants to expand on the things I created as an artist and creator, I would be happy. And same applies for the music. I don't know why these people are so obsessed about like not using their music in the videos. For example, like the YouTube video. Why should they be mad if someone make like use their music for a crafting video, for example? They should be honored. I would be happy. What do you think about it? Tell me. Beautiful work, man. I came in here to say I love your work and will continue to follow your channel. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Let's hope my channel will grow and I can make more videos, more live streams. I really do wish to work, because this is what I was born to do, I believe. Okay, so back to work. What I'm doing, I'm still dry brushing. As you can see, we are doing the magic, the brass. So what you're saying, there is a chance to save him. Yeah, brother, reprime and start all over. If you make like a smash through all your model, yeah, it's better to start over. But I would need to see the situation to tell you definitive answer, because my answer is, it depends. Do you remember what was the company? I have it here. These speed paints, the first ones. Do you remember when they came out? I got so pissed to them because nobody told me that these shits are reactivating. So I was painting, it was actually commissioned. It was a Stompa, Orc Stompa. This is like a giant, huge orc robot made out of scrap. Beautiful model, beautiful model. So I was an expensive model, pretty expensive model. So I was like painting it for a client, and I used this color, and I had like a few layers in. I even let it dry overnight. I call it a day, go to sleep, and next day in studio I'm painting, and suddenly it starts reactivating, and it screwed up all my paint job to a point that I had to like strip it and start it over, because I even varnished it. I varnished it with the spray, so it created this invisible coat, and still it got reactivated, and I got so pissed. Anyone else had this experience? Because later they released like Speed Paints 2.0, but I never gave them a chance. I'm faithful to AK Interactive. For the record, I think they are one of the best, if not the best, paints available. Price is amazing, quality is amazing, and a few technical paints from Games Workshop and contrast paints. Yeah, Games Workshop contrast paints are amazing. They don't have any competition. No, they're good. And what was I about to say? Yeah, so I'm scared to try these new army painter paints. I'm gonna need a smaller brush for the finer details. What is the chat saying? I think there are most big artists in the music industry with managers and stuff who want to all the money from copyright. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm always saying it, like the finance department, or whenever like these money sharks are involved, everything is screwed. That's why the gaming industry is screwed. That's why the movie industry is screwed. Or maybe it's just me being older and older and grumpier and grumpier. But I have the feeling, I used to be a huge, like a cinema nerd. I always consider like going to cinema and watching movies as my hobby, because there was times when I was in cinema every single Monday. One time, one mobile provider here in Slovakia had this wonderful deal that every Monday They have cinema for €3.50 in this huge like Cinemax. So every Monday after the gym, I went to see the movies, and there were good movies then, like 10 years ago. Now, the last good movie I saw was, drum rolls, I don't even remember. I went to see Doom 2. Do you like Doom 2? I'm spoiled by Warhammer. I consider Doom. I know that like Doom, the Warhammer like took stuff from Doom. Okay, I understand, but I consider it too soft. I'm reading Warhammer books, and I love the sheer brutality and the fact that there is the raw depiction of like the characters, and that nobody is really good, and the brutality of it. So I'm spoiled by it, so I hardly could enjoy Doom. By the way, have you seen the new trailer for Space Marine 2? This is the only game after long, very long time I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna play it on stream some days. For those who are interested, I hope till then the channel will grow and we can make it like a thematic. I'll either make like a Space Marine helmet, or I will like install some plugin to the mic so I will sound like this Vox Unit Marine. Because the gameplay looks absolutely bloody amazing, and there is like 3v3 co-op, and you can play as Chaos Marine and Iron Warrior. Oh. You know, I'm talking and I'm slowly moving this piece closer to me, and I believe you can't see shit. Sorry guys. Yeah, I'm still dry brushing. And just enjoying sheer amazement of this brass technique. What do you say? Do you like this brass technique? You should make lives for Space Marine too. I do. Deadpool might be with the trip. Yeah, the new Deadpool. I'm excited for that one. True. There will be like Hugh Jackman as a Wolverine, I believe, right? With this classical yellow suit, first time seen in cinema. So that's gonna be good. You're right. And someone mentioned that the sound quality is good for the first stream. Whole day I was testing it, and kudos to my colleague Juraj, which was so kind to help me. Thank you, Yuri, so much. Because firstly, the sound was horrible, and Streamlabs is still new to me, and I was trying to figure out why the sound is muffled, and then I realized that there is a mic in both of the webcams, so I had to like disable them first, because it was like echoed and multiplied. But yeah, but here I have like good mic. It was a gift from my lovely wife. I have it for quite some time, but I never use it properly. All right, I'm kind of happy. Oh, look, I would forget. You can't see here. I forgot to dry brush the bottom part of this. So I wanted dual stream or start streaming on Twitch, but what I observed, the Twitch has really a horrible discovery system. At least YouTube is somehow recommending live streams, even the small channels, because this channel, I made it like Well, I made it in January, but start doing or announcing it just 2 days ago. And YouTube supposed to like make it available for like a broader audience, which Twitch is absolutely not doing. But later, I don't know. Do you guys watch Twitch? Or where do you watch your favorite streamers? Or do you know anyone from the same like terrain making or miniature painting who is streaming? Because I don't think there are many guys. I know Sam Lance is streaming. I know James Wappel, my beloved oil wizard. God, this guy is so good. If you don't know James Wappel, guys, check his YouTube. Check his videos. This dude is painting with oils on miniatures. He's like top tier painter doing just miniatures, and it's bloody amazing. It's bloody amazing, and he's like live streaming it. Dude, check it out. Thank you very much for subscribing, Camilo, Andre, Mecano. Thank you very much, brother. Welcome. Alright, I think I'm satisfied with... Can you see it? On a camera it does not look as good as in reality, but you know what I'll do? Now, creme de la creme of the evening, we're gonna do the lava, finally. So, I'm gonna switch my airbrush. Did you see it? Did you see it? I just... Okay. Stay calm. I just spilled gray color on my lap. Alright. Of course this had to happen. Of course. You know, what was the biggest like screw up you ever did in hobby? I had a couple of them. I almost lost my eye. I made a video about it on Instagram. One time I had this flask from company, like pure opaque dense white pigment. So the guy told me like to cherish it because it's not readily available, and use just one drop, and it was really strong. It's not like we will use now dollar only ink for the first step of the lava, but it's nowhere close what I had. Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did? I spilled it over my lap. Spilled it all over my lap, and it was almost like a tattoo. It just didn't come off. So I was walking almost a week with white stains on my legs. Alright, mistakes happen. Bob Ross would call it like happy little accident. But you know what? I found the airbrush cleaning, so I didn't forget it. That's good. You see, there are bad things happening, but if you have faith in corn, good things will happen. So we're gonna switch to my second airbrush, which is Infinity airbrush. Guys, give me a second. I need to soak the old airbrush so the paint is not dry. Just a second, okay? I'll be right back in 20 seconds. I'm here. Good. So, ink from Dollar Only. We're gonna apply it straight to the airbrush. And Dan Žužo, pozdravujem brate. Ćao bratku. My gym rat friend is here. Hello, greetings. I mostly watch YouTube, but found you on Instagram. You're watching a lot of creators on YouTube, but their live streams are mostly Patreon exclusive. Yeah, well, I'll try to be discoverable for all. So, no worries. I will try to. I will do my best, in fact, to run a YouTube and to still continue posting on Instagram, and I start dual posting on TikTok, and recently I luckily went viral, so I have like almost 10k followers there. Anyway, so I just loaded my airbrush with white ink, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint or the spray a whole floor, because you know what? Floor is lava. Right. You know what I'm missing right now? I'm missing Lazy Susan. Oh, this rotary tuntem. Isn't that stupid name? That's stupid name. Why is it? Do you know guys, any native speaker here? Why is the rotary table for cakes called Lazy Susan? There has to be story. There has to be story, and I want to hear it. Imagine calling a piece of equipment Lazy Susan. You're naming like a rotary round table Lazy Susan. Anyway. Be generous with the coating, coat all lava. Alright. Do you love airbrushing with white inks, guys? I love it. It's like there is a white color category, and then there are inks, and then there is Dollaroli white ink, and it's creating the crispiest and the best zenithal prime. Just look at it. I will show you. Just in this very second. And I loaded too much, I would say. Anyway, don't spill anything. All right, look. You see? Do you see? Isn't it lovely? So I sprayed the whole floor. I believe it's from the 70s, from a servant named Susan. But why do you call it Lazy Susan? The table which rotates. I used to do it for burn effects, yeah. Fondy from the Facebook group, you posted it, and super stoked to watch your work. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I've melted quite a lot of foam with spray cans because I've been lazy. Yeah, there's a trick. If you don't have airbrush and want to prime your foam with the rattle can spray, have this in your hand. Have a hair dryer, and what you do, you basically imagine I have imaginary rattle can spray. You just make a 1, 2, 3 light streaks and then blast it with the hair dryer. So the alcohol or the solvents quickly evaporates and it won't melt the foam. It's a tedious task, but once you get a grip on it, you will never melt the foam. So, good. Now, I will mute my mic because I will hair dry the white ink because we don't want to spend our youths here, so give me a second. Alright, we are back. So, the first color to make lava, I'd like to start from the middle with the palest color, which is yellow. And for that, I'm using good old yellow ink. But first, let me just quickly clean the airbrush, because I loaded it with a high amount of white ink. So what I need to do, I just quickly need to clean it. Airbrush will go in a second. Alright. The way how am I cleaning airbrush without water during the sessions, I insert a few drops of flow improver and then isopropyl alcohol. Let it clean the pipes. Good. Now I just put more flow improver and it should be good. A few drops of flow improver. Now, guys, you are watching me on Instagram. There is a live stream on YouTube where I'm showing what I have on the table. So please go to my profile, and there's a link in my bio. And if you want to see what I'm painting, this huge chunk of Chaos Terrain, please go there. Daktrax, just subscribe. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. All right. So, is the ink diluted? Well, it will be. I inserted a few drops of flow improver to the airbrush, and let's ink it. Just a second, I need to do this. Like 20 minutes ago I was about to say something and I got distracted, like I always do. But now I remember what I was trying to say. That once this stream is over, tomorrow I will bring that piece to my studio and make nice and scenic pictures. I will even scan it to the 3D form, and you will see what we created today. So let's go. First color is yellow, and to make a nice lava effect, we are spraying it mostly in the middle. And immediately I realized I've made a terrible mistake, because ink is not a good idea. Alright, you see? This is what will happen to you if you don't have plan. Don't be like me, always have plan. It's too liquidy. It's too... I'm doing this for 12 years and I still make rookie mistakes. What happened with this ink? I think it's old, or something's wrong with him. It's too runny. Anyway, we're gonna save it by adding radiant yellow, which is pretty opaque paint from Army Painter, and we're gonna do the second round. What's the time? Don't worry, guys, we are almost done. Almost. What I need to do first is to hair dry it, so muting myself again for a second, stay tuned. And we are back in sound, with sound. Nobody knows for sure why lazy Susans are called that, but it gets even more confusing because when Thomas Jefferson allegedly invented it, he called it dumb weight. You can't make this up. Where do you keep your collection? Brother, I have 2 display cases full of my sculpts, which my dearest sculpts, which I hold dearly, and the rest of them, this is my work, you know. I'm like doing commissions, and everything I do, even this lava terrain, will go to the world and will make other people happy and will represent myself and my brand on the field of battle. I get most happiness from creating things. I do not much enjoy hoarding them. So what I keep is, as I said, my dearest and most precious models. But everything else is going to make other people happy. But to remember my stuff, what I make, I scan everything to computer. With the recent awesome technology of scanning, I basically scan things I do, and it's with textures and everything, and it's usable in Blender. So this is how I remember all my work, and of course I'm making nice pictures. Alright, so now I have a few drops of the yellow ink left in the airbrush, so we're gonna now make orange by adding cadmium red from AK Interactive. And they are lying to you because they called this color cadmium red, and it's not red, it's orange. But it will do. Nice. I'm creating nice, vibrant orange. Where did you get the name Artifex Maho, by the way? I used to learn Latin for my own entertainment, and artifex mean artist in Latin, and Maho is a very almost ancient nickname. I have it for 20 years from my classmate from the gymnasium. He was like one of those artists which were spraying, you know, little bit as a kids. They went out and, you know, sprayed the wagons and stuff on walls. So I told him to make me, or to invent me a nice nickname. So he grabbed my surname and came up with Maho. Maho. Not my ho, but Maho. And I have it ever since then. Firstly, my name on the Instagram was Maho's Crooked Workshop, and then later I renamed myself to Artifex Maho, as I like it more. Okay, what we are doing now? Now I'm spraying orange to this piece, and I'm gradually building a lava effect. And most important will be the 3 colors when you make lava. It's yellow in the middle, then on the sides there's orange, which I'm doing right now, and then OSL, which is Object Source Lighting, which is basically creating this illusion of artificial light on an object. will be done with red, and that will seal the deal for the lava. Oh, I created a spot where it's hardly to reach with airbrush. That happens when you don't plan your stuff. But I fix it. I always do. Alright, so you see it properly. It's starting to look like a lava. But it's not looking like lava yet. Not yet. Now it looks like a burned Cheetos or Doritos or whatever I name it. Alright, so we are close, almost reaching the end of the painting. Guys, where are you from basically? What would you say are the best times for streams? I need to figure out what is the best times. What are the best times? Because for my American audience, I believe there is like right now it's like 4 p.m. right? Anywhere between 3, 4, 5. In Europe we have almost 11. What would be the best times to stream for you? Most convenient? Slovakia, je. Bratku, máš môj čas tiež. I'm planning also stream in the afternoons, like 2 p.m. my time to 3 p.m. just something quicker or some just talking and building something and whenever basically whenever I have time because I need to go like make those times around my kids' schedule, you know. And now the summer is coming, so they will have vacations. It's gonna be wild. But the worst case scenario or the best case scenario, I will keep streaming at 9 p.m. This is convenient for me. It's almost my bedtime because I'm waking up early every day. But since next week is my last week in IBM, and from the 1st of June I'm doing this full time, I can take afternoon naps, so I can even stream later. Right, so now we let a few seconds to dry and we're gonna apply the last color, but first I will clean the airbrush. Yeah, brother, 1920 would be the best. I totally agree, but the thing is, my kiddos, I have my studio in my living room, so beside me is a TV, and my kiddos are watching TV from, basically we are limiting their screen time, so they can only watch between 6:30 and till 8, right? So I think it would be a mess in here if like, my kids are watching TV, we wouldn't hear. But let's see what I can do. Some days they will be away with their grandparents, so maybe they're. But 9 is totally fine with me. They're usually sleeping, and here is quiet. Okay, now the last paint will be Deep Red from AK Interactive. Whew, it's so hot in here. Like few moments before there were thunderstorms, and now the air is really heavy and humid here. I'm sweating my you know what. I'm thinking maybe I will I'll make this red a little bit darker. Like, I don't know, maybe 2 tones. 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 2 tones because I'm thinking I will mix it with a corn red, which I drank and now I don't have it. Oh, it was years ago, but I don't have it right now. I have ball red here. No, I get it, I get it. I will mix it with the contrast paint. To make it darker with... just a second. Of course, the color I want is now unreachable. Why not? Why not? You know, I make the mess and then I complain that I make the mess. Alright, I give it a shot. Without diluting. Worst case scenario, we have to repair it. I admire those painters with who know exactly what will happen if they take this color and apply it. I don't. Do you know? Well, I think this is too bright. Let's see. Or... no, it's good. Yes, it's good. Alright, so right now we are doing the borders with the red and then carefully applying it to the borders near the structure as well. And we're gonna do the OSL, which is the best part actually, because lava is glowing, even though it's not in reality or not that bright. We're gonna make this one glow. Why not? When you Google lava, or how it looks in reality, it looks different. It's almost like a cracked and with the black parts. But you can get away with anything here. Because it will, oh sorry, it will look good. No, it looks good. Dipe di nulla. Since I discovered old washes, there is no way back, guys. There is no more null oil. There is just black oil wash. Seriously, if you haven't tried, do it. Try it. It's by far the best, and it's cheap. If you're not doing like big terrain pieces, for the miniatures, it's really cheap. And it's really satisfying to, because you're wiping the excess oil away to create these awesome highlights, and it's really satisfying to do so. Now it's time to make the OSL on the structure. Let's slowly... yeah. Let me double check the piece. Sorry that I'm not speaking, but I now need to focus. just for the context, doing OSL, especially with red, is skating on a really thin ice. It's the killer. It's the killer. Alpha is Omega. Thank you, brother, for subscription. It's skating on a thin ice, and it's a killer for the end because you need to have a really light finger on the dry brush. You see, I'm too tired. It's past my bedtime. You need to have really light touch on your airbrush because you just one strong touch, your piece is gone. You have one. Do you see it? I don't think camera is. Let me see. No, just a sec. I will try something. Okay. Now it should. Is the lighting better? No. Okay. I think yes. So, few light streaks even on the chain. Oh, yes. Question for the chemists here, or for the physicists here: can brass take high temperatures? I mean, it's a fantasy realm, so there are no rules. Out of curiosity, will the huge chain out of brass melt in lava? Is brass more durable than standard iron? I think my airbrush clogged. You know, do you guys remember beginnings of airbrush? Everybody had it so difficult. I mean, not difficult, but when I started like airbrushing and I didn't understand it properly, and my airbrush was constantly clogging. I didn't understand the thinning logic, so I got a brief instructions that thin your paint to the consistency of a milk, and that's it. And what the fuck does it mean? Like, thin it to the milk. Like, how do I know what consistency is milk? I mean, I see it, but how do I know it's the same consistency? So I start to learn, and it was horrible. Airbrush was clogging all the time. Sorry guys, I don't think you see much here, but I'm still doing OSL with the lava. So, brass has a lower melting point than gold by 6 or minus 60 to 2 Celsius, I believe. Brass is melting at about 1000. Lava can be anywhere from 60. So technically it's real. Alright, good. Thank you for explanation, guys. Well, you know what else you can do? You can maybe like grab this crackling paint or mix it with black and just pop it on the lava for a few pieces to give it this realistic look. but anything goes. Guys, I think my airbrush clogged. Huh? I unclog it by spraying a huge freaking chunk here on the chain. So, it's now correcting time. Oh crap. So what I'm doing, I just grab a wet brush and quickly applying moisture on the piece. And voila. It's saved. Whew. That was close. Do you like unclogging your airbrush by firing the huge splatter on your terrain piece? And I decided to make this piece like pretty heavy with OSL. So I'm even applying it to the upper parts of the structure here, for example. Because if you look for a reference, like for example already mentioned Blackrock Spire entry to Molten Core, it's the OSL is stronger than I think they made a pretty good job doing that. So all right, now we're cooking, boys and girls. Is there any girl? Oh yeah. It's nice. I think it's time to stop because I will overdo it. Alright. Alright, let's see. Right? What do you say? Nice. I love it. What will you do with the bricks and rocks? What do you mean, brother? They're done. I will take a picture right now after I turn off the stream. I'll adjust the lamp. And by the way, Adam Strange just subscribed. Thank you, brother. I didn't mention it, but do you see what is this? This is actually a hack I learned, or this tool is really useful. It's actually the silicone mat for baking cakes, and it's the great way to use it as a mat under your airbrush, because you will like make it dirty, but since the silicone, nothing is sticking there, so you just grab a wet tissue with some cleaner and you can keep it forever clean. I have a new cutting mat here, as you can see, right here on the table, and I would like it to last at least few streams, if you know what I mean, because I managed to find the black one and A1 size. First time I stumbled upon it, so I would really not. I would be really happy if I keep it as much healthy as possible. Okay, I think we're done. So, lo and behold. Opa. I don't think you can see it properly, but I'm gonna take a picture right now after the stream and show. Damn, boys. Look at my hands, like they're wrinkly, soaking wet. The law is also not from this angle. I mean, like a statue or yeah, it's done. It's I'd like to keep the illusion that the statue is the same color as the brick, so the listen. I like to keep same rules or similar rules when I'm painting miniatures. Also, when I'm painting the terrain, I rather keep the scheme focused on three main colors. So in our case, it's shades of red, it's gray, and it's brass. And I will take a picture. And you will tell me your opinion, but I think it looks really, really good. Because if you introduce a lot of colors to your terrain, there are situations which is okay. Like for example, my latest set, this Gloomspite Empire, I did. You know, there are shades of various shades of green. No, actually, except the mushrooms, there are also three colors. And remember, if you keep this rule, even on your miniatures, they will look good. I don't know what's the logic behind it, but trust me, you'll see, you'll see. So guys, I'm soaking wet from the sweat, and we did it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this happened. I'm so happy that you guys are here. You are awesome. I think this first stream was amazing. I have a lot to learn. Yes, I need to adjust the camera angles. Well, probably invest more in the equipment, but I have to say honestly, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed your company. At first I was nervous, you know, because it's new to me. My anxiety was starting to kick in, but after like 6 minutes I knew I'm at home. I'm with you, I'm in good company, and I'm doing what I love most in the world, so I'm glad you're anxious. Have you printed the statue yourself? Yes, brother, and I even sculpted it myself. I'm reusing assets from, or I'm reusing my sculpts from previously, and I'm adjusting them. But yeah, I'm sculpting everything by myself, even the chains. If you see, oh, I forgot. All these sculpts will be available on my Patreon. There will be this huge bundle, but I will release this statue with the octet, the chains, and the hand, and they will be available tomorrow in a $5 deal. So just for $5 you can get all the sculpts, not just this one, previous one. It's a good deal, guys. Make sure you check it out. Also, there are tutorials, like a full tutorials of how to do the whole sets, and I'm working on more. Thank you for the tips, my son. Once I've started making terrain, and this video has been great help. Great terrain. Thank you, Michael. It's really, I'm really happy that. Sure, let your kid build terrain. It's the best hobby. Fantastic streaming. It's so fantastic seeing your work live and see what I've ordering being painted live again. I can't wait to receive this beautiful art and start using it. Go get some sleep. Thank you, brother. I enjoyed it too. So. Next stream will be on Monday. I'll make sure I will assemble next piece. We're gonna do it with this within the same scheme but different one. And or if I don't make it till then, because sprinter is slow, you know, we will be making scenic base, huge scenic base for this lovely gentleman, right? If you know, for example, something like this, but bigger, right? Remember, there's always stuff to do in this hobby, especially in my workshop. So there will always be content. I just need to find someone to cut it and to edit it, but yeah. So, thank you for the live stream. I was putting together images while watching. Had a great time. Thank you, brother. I really enjoyed it. So, I will cut. No, right now I will make a picture before I go to sleep. post it on my Instagram. This will be posted within a minute, so if you want to see it before you go to sleep, wait 5 or 10 minutes and you will see it. Then tomorrow I'm actually running. I'm competing tomorrow, 5K. Wish me luck, guys. My heavy body will be dragging through the field, but I'm hoping to score some good time. And in the afternoon I will be editing the stream and I will upload it to the YouTube, at least the highlights. So it's gonna be like more than 2 hours. Yes, that's gonna be fun to do. Great scenes and great tips. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you very much. You are amazing. This means a lot to me. First stream is always special, or first thing in general, first thing doing is always special, and I thank you that you make this enjoyable for me. So I hope that I teach you something. I thank you that we had a fun, and I hope we see you on Monday again. So guys, corn protects. Bye. Thank you very much.